Okay. This one will be about my worst dates ever. Like, as a grown, flourishing woman, I feel like this has yet to be one of the worst dates I've been on for multiple reasons. So I'm going to dive into the story, excuse me. So I went out with my friend and we went out to a little bar. You know, it's very cool, laid back. You know, it's a lot of older people there, which is great. I like that. So it's not really clubbish. I like that as well. So, you know, you walk to the bathroom and everything. And so this guy, very respectably, asked like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, oh, it's Neshia. He like, oh, you look nice. Oh, thank you. You know, like all type of like, you know, nice little things he said, which is great. It was very respectful. I like that. So he already had a couple of points, even though he was shorter than me. But you know, I'm like, let me be more open-minded or whatever. And because for me, if you're respectable and you're like just a gentleman off rip, like that's a oh, okay. Let me see what you're talking about. So as we proceed, he gets my number or whatever like that at the little bar or whatever. And we chit chat just a little bit, like a couple of days later. Y'all know how y'all be. You don't really want to text nobody the day of or the next. That's how y'all wait. You let the number marinate, you know. So, no, he texted me or whatever and was like, oh, do you want to go out this Friday or the following Friday? I think at this time it was the following week. So he was like, do you want to go out Friday? I'm like, sure. You know, again, that's points for me. You know, trying to get to know somebody. Like, you're a gentleman. You want to plan something. You know, you're respectable. So I'm like, okay, all right. So he like, we could do something fun. I'm like, yeah, I like to do fun things like go kart, let's tag, etc., etc. So he like, oh, it's this one little bar in like downtown Atlanta, and I'm like, okay. He gave me the name of it. It's like one of those bars where it's like you play those wooden games, like the table games and like skee ball and darts, and oh, it was very cool or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So we get there and we get a drink. So, mind you, I told you, this was like a Dave and Buster's, but a little bit more, it was a different style. But it was the same thing, but more bar-like, okay? Not more arcade-like, if that makes sense. So, we go, and we're sitting there. Mind you, it's a bar, it's the weekend in Atlanta. You know it's loud. So when you want to go do fun things, I'm thinking you actually want to do the fun things, not just go there and watch everyone else do the fun stuff, you know? As we proceed, we get to talking and I can't hear him. It's so loud, I can't hear him. So I'm trying to project, you know, I'm an actor, I'm trying to project. And I'm trying to use my attentiveness, and I'm just like, I was trying to like talk over all the music, and I was like practically hoarse at the end of the night, excuse me. So we're talking, and he does accounting, and you know, very serious things, I guess. So he's telling me about that, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. He's telling me he's been to other places. I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. So I'm telling him about my endeavors and how I like to act. And if we go on a date and you look at me like, when I'm talking about acting, the day over with. It's over. It's over before we even start. No, seriously though. Seriously. Because that's something I love, I'm passionate about. And I'm listening to what you're passionate about. I'm not judging you. And you just look at like, when I tell people who really aren't familiar with acting, I'm just like, you know, it's like you have to really get into your head. You have to become someone else. Like, you know, you got to go deep. If you act it, you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's layers to this. That's why as we proceed, he's just looking like, you know, and I didn't like that. And then, like, we're not, you didn't ask if I was hungry. Were we gonna get another drink? You trying to play some games? Like literally, we sitting there for like 2 hours talking about nothing. You know, well, I guess not nothing, but it sounds like nothing because I can't hear you. It's drunk people all over the bar. They're playing games. The music is blasting, and we're trying to have a conversation about what we like and, you know, different things we're interested in. So then also I had 2 different numbers. So I gave him a different number. It wasn't a fake number. It was just a different number. So this guy, I have an iPhone and I put out an iPhone and stuff like that. So he was a little questioning. Well, he was questioning what number he had. You just got my number right in the work, right? I'm here. We doing the date thing, right? So I think you shouldn't be worried about anything else. That's what I would think. But hey, so he goes on in the midst of the loud music, kind of hungry. We are out of drinks. We're not playing any games. I'm freaking hoarse at this, or I'm becoming hoarse at this point of time in the date. So I'm just like, okay. And so, this is what I want to say. So we're talking everything at the date, or within the date and everything, and freaking lost my train of thought. The date. Oh, so watching everybody do everything, and so he didn't like my acting, you know, me talking about acting and stuff like that. So then, the number. How can I forget? Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So we're talking about the number. He like, so what number do I have? And just ruining the whole freaking day even more. What number do I have? I'm like, you know, I have a business line number or whatever like that. And no, I'm just using this number. He's like, so when can I get your number, your real number? And I'm just like, well, people are weird, you know, so sometimes guys don't really respect space. They keep blowing you up. Like, that's a story for another time. Like, blowing you up, telling us I can take care of you, I can take care of you. And sometimes a lot of times I don't want to be bothered with that. So you have the number, we're talking, we're on a date, and you're worried about another number. Some don't get no number. They don't get the social media, or they get blocked. You know how it goes. Different strokes for different folks. And sometimes these guys are just crazy. They're overbearing. They're just exhausting. Dating is exhausting. You feel me? So he did the whole spectacle. He did a whole spectacle of why he doesn't have the other number and which number he has and why. And literally, I'm trying to like keep the conversation going and talk about other things, and he was worried about the number, what number he had gotten. Dog, that's not even the worst. So we're still sitting there talking, and then we go to another little bar or whatever. It was a more quieter bar, but it was boring. It was I like to have fun, you know, and I feel like the more fun you have with someone, the more you probably could connect. They may spark up conversation, you know, what foods you like, you know, little nothings, you know, but they all are something, you know, you feel me? So he kind of ruined it, and I'm just like, hungry, I'm thirsty. I really need like 6 drinks at this point. Shot of tequila, Jose, Patron, somebody help, please save me. But then, okay, so, you know, he gets to talk about where he's been in more depth, like Bali or, you know, places like that. Places I like to go. So I'm like, oh, this is nice. You like to travel? I like to travel. I haven't been out of the country yet, but I like, you know, I plan to. Y'all, this man was freaking stuck on the number. So then, on the other side, or the other place next door, it was very boring. Like, we're just sitting there drinking like water, and he was just sitting there, and I'm just like, you know, so I'm trying to, thank God I'm an actress, so I'm trying to like keep it going, and it's just going no freaking where. And that's not even the worst part. So then on the way there, well, back to my house, so we're talking, and he's like, I noticed you do this so many times. I'm just like, huh? He like, oh, you know, I count for a living. I'm an accountant, woo. He like, I noticed you did whatever so many times. That's like your 5th time doing it. I'm just like, what the, like, what, like, I'm trying to, if you really wasn't my type, I'm trying to be more open-minded about all different parts of life, even dating. You tripped about the number. We didn't have any food. We just was talking over just dry drinks, you know, like just ice. We didn't play any games. So it's like, I could have did this at home. We could have talked on the phone for this, you feel me? So then we're talking, then he gets to talking about how he don't like girls with crusty lips, like, and I'm just like, where'd that come from? Cause I hate for my lips to be dry personally. No, fun fact. But I'm just like, where did that come from? So he licking his lips like for minutes, and I'm just like, okay, like, and I don't like girls dry lips. Like, I don't like to kiss somebody with no crusty lips. I'm just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that was his initiation that he wants to kiss me, and I'm just like, for what? You don't deserve that. You don't. I did not have fun tonight. I'm sorry, but I didn't say that, you know. But I'm just like, oh, okay, you know. So then we walked to the door, and he thought he was gonna. Wait. He inserts that he has a foot fetish. Now this is your man, okay, over time, you know, you will notice different things, but I just met you and you already want to put out that you have a foot fetish and that you like this. Can we get to date number 2 first? Can we have a successful date 1 first? Okay, so he's talking about feet and stuff. I'm just like, okay, you know, like, because this whole day has been trash. And I'm just like, now you want to put in what you like and your fetishes and it, I ain't feeling it. So then we go to the door and he tries to kiss me. And I was like, and it was just a gesture or whatever. Like, it was just like, spur of the moment. He was trying to go in for a kiss. And I'm just like, ooh. And I was like, I did just that. I was like, unknowingly, he was like, oh, you know, and y'all, I swear, I haven't talked to him since. I thought I seen him one time in Walmart, and I don't know, I ran just in case. But yeah, that was one of the worst dates I've been on. Like, it wasn't even like, oh, maybe date number 2. Oh, maybe I need to get to know him. It was like, no, you're boring. You're boring. I like to have fun. I like to go laser tag. I like to do go-kart racing. What else? Any type of games, like just fun stuff, like just to get to know somebody. I don't want to, we could just talk on the phone if we just want to have a boring day, go somewhere, not drink, not eat, not play games, and you want to talk about your foot fetish and try to kiss me and insinuate that, and you don't deserve that, honey. You don't deserve that. So yeah, this was my story time of my worst date ever.